Reiki 101 Part 2. We are diving into the juicy benefits that come along with Reiki energy. Hi, I am Bales. I am the Wildly Well mentor, owner of Wild and Well Healing, a nurturing experience where you can learn how to go from lost and anxious to soulfully aligned with things like Reiki energy healing and soul recovery work. Today I am so excited to be getting into part 2 out of my Reiki 101 video series. If you missed video number 1, it is linked down in the description box, all about what Reiki is. And today we are going to be diving into the benefits that Reiki has to offer to those who open their arms to welcome its beautiful, powerful, impactful energy into their life. As someone who is diagnosed with social anxiety disorder and generalized anxiety disorder, among other diagnoses out there, when I was introduced to Reiki as a way to help me find maybe more calm, more peace, more presence in my day-to-day, I was like, hell yes, sign me up. You know, I've tried so many other things. Some of them failed. Some of them worked pretty well. What harm is this going to do if I give this a try? And let me tell you, I was completely blown away after my first session. Completely blown away. Not only with how, for the first time and what felt like forever, I was able to actually relax, to fall asleep and like stay asleep, soundly asleep, and to wake up the next day feeling like my mind was quiet. And then on top of that, I got these intuitive insights, insights into who I was and what type of things were releasing and what I could do next. These intuitive messages from the Reiki, from my spirit team that came through during my session. It was absolutely amazing, and I was absolutely hooked right away. What are some of the amazing benefits that you could possibly experience from a Reiki healing session? Well, number one, and probably my favorite outside of the decrease in your anxiety, your depression, and your stress, would definitely be this enhanced connection to spirit, to source, to the universe. When I first started with Reiki, I very much was in a place where logic was king. I grew up in a household where if you didn't see it, you couldn't see it, you didn't believe it. And so when I first started out as a Reiki practitioner myself and wanted to go the avenue of incorporating Reiki into my own business, I actually jumped into a mentorship training that helped me to really heal this part of me and tap into my intuition deeper with, surprise, surprise, Reiki, as well as mentoring from the amazing Lindsay Anderson and her My Core Collective. You also can experience stronger self-awareness, so a deeper self-awareness, which if you have heard me talk on healing before, if you have been in any of my mentorships or you have seen my videos on Instagram, then you know that self-awareness is one of the most key things that you can work on developing throughout a recovery journey, a healing journey, and when you're trying to navigate through mental illness and mental health. Self-awareness is key to being able to, come across your triggers in a way that allows you to see them as for what they are, detach from them, and know that you can make those changes. It allows for that really deep self-reflection that is needed in order to change. And Reiki is an absolutely beautiful way that we can start building on that self-awareness in a very more efficient and effective, more quick way versus if we are just solely working on healing and with that kind of mental spirituality toolbox. Reiki is also able to really help us on a physical level as well. It can increase physical comfort, and it can actually also help accelerate your body's natural healing abilities. Reiki in the United States is used in over 800 hospitals. The nurses there are trained with Reiki to help patients, especially those who are coming out of surgery or are even in chemotherapy, to find more comfort within their being, within their recovery. And I think that is just so, so beautiful. Another thing that Reiki can really help is improve your sleep. There have been studies done, and it has actually been proven to help people who suffer from insomnia. It's a very natural and holistic way that you can add to your things like when you're taking your sleepy tea or your melatonin, whatever it is, and add on top of that a little Reiki session as you're about to fall asleep. It works like a charm. I'm down to only needing to rely on Reiki for those moments where I really have a hard time falling asleep. But because I'm in such a different place and so much more connected daily to that soul frequency opposed to that ego frequency, which really is a lot of fear and anxiety and that racing brain, I actually sleep 1,000 times better on a regular without Reiki than I did before I was even introduced to Reiki. And lastly, it can help improve your mental clarity, which is also another huge bonus and one of my favorites. Mental clarity for someone like me is absolutely crucial. Once I started diving into my human design and my gene keys and everything, I realized that I carried around a very inquiring mind and also a lot of doubt that comes with that. So anxiety kind of is like a given for me if I'm not living on a higher frequency. And so having mental clarity to help me with my decision making and to help me navigate through problems and everything like that, that is so connected to source, the universe, and all of that is just so helpful and has really made it much easier for me to make decisions, and not only make decisions, but make decisions that are soulfully aligned with my life and allows for me to stick to them, which then builds upon my self-trust, which was pretty diminished by the time I found Reiki. I had lived a life that didn't allow for much self-trust to be fostered. So Reiki and having that mental clarity really has helped me to build up upon my self-trust even, which is just more than I could ever have imagined or hoped for. Ultimately, at the end of the day, in a nutshell, Reiki is so amazing because it really helps us to live a more balanced, healthy, and fulfilling life, because we are going to be way less stressed, and stress is the thing that stops so many of us from feeling whole, from feeling happy, from experiencing excitement and joy, and this soulfully aligned life that we are meant to be living. So if you are looking to book a session, link down below in the description box to my website where you can book yours and where you can experience Reiki for yourself. As always, the light in me honors the light in you. Stay wild and well, you beautiful souls. And next week, we will be talking all about the different session types. Until next time.